What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today we are continuing with the RPG series, and this episode will replace the arrow model and also animate the lower part of the body when we are aiming with our bow, because right now we're just kinda skiing and floating. So it's gonna be very easy to follow, so let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is import our arrow model. In my case, I will be linking the asset that I will be using in the description. It's totally free, it's from Sketchfab. So what you have to do is just go ahead and unzip it, and now you can get basically the folder, drag it into the content browser, and now we can go ahead and import it. Click reset to default just to make sure all the parameters are how we want, and then you say import all. And as you can see, we have this folder with the arrow model. As you can see, nothing crazy, a simple arrow model, and then some textures. So let's assign the textures to the material. So let's first of all rename this to m_arrow. So it's the material for our arrow. Very important to have everything organized. And let's open this up, delete this, and just drag in our diffuse, which will be basically our base color, but will give color to our material. Then we're gonna get the normal, which is like all the bumps, and just plug it into the normal, and then the roughness, just get the what we're looking for into roughness. And now you can see we'll shine more. So we can just apply this material and just save it. And now with that, we should have it all set up. I can use Ctrl+Shift+S to save everything. Go back and see now it has all the materials. Great. So now let's replace this with our other arrow blueprint. So let's go into the blueprint folder, arrow, BP arrow, viewport, and now we have the static mesh. Now there's a thing, and it's that this arrow, as you can see, if I put it, it is pointing in the wrong direction. It has to be pointing here to the right. Now we could change the pivot, but I believe an easier way is just to go ahead, duplicate this, just put this to be the arrow. Just now find the arrow, and now because it is a child, I can just rotate it. I think this is way easier than, you know, changing the pivot. So let me just get this static mesh, which is the parent, and you set the just the static mesh to be disabled, and collision to physics actor, and then in this one we'll just have it to be no collision. There we go. So now that in theory should work. Actually, let's plug in the armor that I had, and it's just to have the physics working, you know what I mean? So let's see, which one was I using? I was using this one. Okay, so with that said, again, set the visibility. So now we have our arrow here, and it's pointing in the right direction. Like I said, just a child, so we can change the rotation. Okay, so now if I just press play and shoot with the arrow, now you can see I'm shooting these arrows. Now of course it's stuck in mid-air. So there's the things that we can touch, and it's that you can see we have an error because we are having simulate physics on our child because I duplicated it. Very important, select the arrow, go down, and make sure that simulate physics is disabled. Okay, because of course we don't want to move that arrow, we just want to move the parent. And now, yes, you can see it goes back, spinning like crazy, you can see. So we want to play around with the force and so on, but for now this will do. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make that when you press play, you can see I'm aiming and I move, you can see that my feet are floating, and I'm basically like, you know, not animating my lower part. So let's go ahead and change this. So what we're going to do is go to the characters folder, open up RPG character, animations, and open up the ABP, the animation blueprint. So on here what we can do is go to a name graph, and you can see that we have all of our stuff here, right? For arrow aiming, control rig, etc. Let's go to our main state machine, which is where we have all of our states. And what we're going to do is enter into our aiming state. Now, as you can see right now, we're just playing a simple animation. What we want to do is blend and split the body in two. So we can do this by using the blend per bone node, which is layer blend per bone. In this case, the base pose would be our normal locomotion, and the blend pose will be the aiming. So let's hold control, move this pin down. So that's the thing that we want to blend, and the normal pose will be our just locomotion cache that we have made. So it will be like normal, but we're just blending this animation. So let's select our layered blend per bone, and we have to go here into the layer setup, expand it, and add a new index. In this case, it is the bone that we want to split our body. So let's go ahead and select this skeleton icon. In my case, I'm gonna split it in the spine let's say spine 2, okay? So let's copy the name. I recommend just copying the details panel, close it, and paste it so it is exact. Okay, so with that said, as you can see now, if I press compile and press play, if I start to aim and walk, it is indeed blending and walking, but my character is being affected by the rotation of the character. As you can see, like when I run, it is looking to the left and doesn't look very good, right? So what we're going to do is make that the rotation will not be overridden, alright, so it will be like with a normal rotation, but we're gonna blend it in a way that it looks nice. So the only thing that we have to do is tick on the layer blend per bone node, mesh space rotation blend. Yes, we just go ahead and make that the rotation will not really be affected, and now you can see that it works. But we have another issue, is that, you know, the body is heavily separated. It's not very smoothly blended, as you can see, right? So what we're going to do is go back to the node, and you can see we have this blend depth value, and here is how much we can go and, you know, kind of blend the rotation. So if we put something as 8, I found that 8 can be a good value. As you can see now, when I press play move, now it is exactly blending how we want. It is not like splitting the body in two so harshly, and it's still conserving pretty much the rotation, and everything looks fine. So that will work. Now we just of course have to do it with our shoot. As you can see, I am, you know, floating when I shoot, and also when we draw back our arrow. So let's go and just go into our main, go into bone draw arrow, and basically what we're gonna do is just copy this node to this two nodes. So the locomotion to copy, Ctrl C, paste. This one will be in blend pose, plug it in, check that it has everything that we need, yes, compile, and as you can see, we will also have it for when we draw our arrow, which is very nice. And then let's go ahead and go into our bow shoot and just paste it, blend poses, plug this here, just check everything is nice. There we go, compile, save, press play. Now when I aim and shoot and everything, it will be animating the lower part of the body, which is exactly what we want. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. If you found it helpful, I would really appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel. Lots of Unreal Engine 5 tutorials, so check them out. The profiles will be available in my Patreon and YouTube members, so link in the description. Join my Discord server, follow me on my socials, and now yes, with all I said, bye bye.